There's a truck. There's a truck in your future. Anyway, right over here it says 444 Madison Avenue, 444. Spectacular Madison Avenue retail opportunity. Here's the building. Wow, you guys aren't going to be able to hear me. So anyway, he's changing the trucks out here. He's changing the video for us, but this is LIND, and I'm afraid to say the ending because there's a good LIND in Chicago. But these guys do similar things as Power Up Lending and the rest of those LLCs. There's the truck. While they pull that up, I'll try to tell you about Finger. Finger Motion is a company who started as a gaming app, and the name comes from moving your fingers around on the phone or on an iPad, or I guess on whatever app vehicle you use. Since then, Finger now is it's a U.S. firm that does business in China. It's got about 13 million, 14 million shares in the public flow, in the public flow. But of that, only about 3 to 4 million is actually trading. These guys at LIND Capital, you're not going to be able to see it, but there's the 444 right there. He's turning it on. Anyway, these guys at LIND, over the last 2 weeks roughly, have sold over 100 million shares of non-existent stock in FNGR. This is like a highway behind me. So I'll come closer so you can hear me. So they've sold 100 million shares in FNGR in the last 2 weeks or so that don't exist. And these shares are sold naked. They're sold fail to deliver. And you can get the data at FINRA, at OTC short report, which is FINRA data. He's having a hard time changing his computer, obviously. So anyway, what Finger does, it's got 3 legs. One is it's minutes. They sell minutes. They're one of 2 or 3 companies that are able to sell minutes, telephone minutes, to the mobile phone top-up business in China. They buy the minutes at a discount, and this is a revenue that is highly profitable, but steady. But the more money they have, the more they can do. That's terrific. Number 2, they're a big data machine. The computer, the iPhone or whatever phone that they're using in China, they can actually track where you go after work. You know, if you stop at the pub, or if you go to a restaurant, or you go shopping, whatever. So they're able to get a lot of data, which helps with marketing. But more importantly, their third leg is insurance. That data helps and is very valuable to insurance companies. Wow, you can see the truck. It's not coming on, so I've got to fill in. So anyway, on its own, they just announced a huge insurance contract. I'm not going to repeat it because I might get the name of the insurance company wrong. But basically, they have the right to sell the insurance for phones when 1 billion people buy phones. So Finger has a really strong all right, I got to look over there. FNGR has a really strong fundamental story. But can you imagine 100 million shares sold that don't exist naked in the last 2 weeks by LIND who reside here? I don't know what it is about these young men. They think they have so much power they can break the rules without any consequence. My opinion is they're going to be bought in, and this, as Ham says, how high is it going to go? Look up. Here, I'll show you how high it's going to go. That's how high it's going to go. I don't know, guys. I might sign out for. It's so loud. This is like the highway of trucks and buses and. Oh, there we go. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. Let's go through the video together. Let's go through the video. But anyway, the only negatives I've heard, which I don't know if it's a real negative, is they got FNGR once traded as high as $16, $17 a share. It got listed on the NASDAQ, and LIND drove it under $1. So here we go. Okay, so LIND partners, toxic lenders, need to be investigated for financial fraud. FNGR 109 million shares shorted. Follow the sell tickets. Counterfeiting is fraud. They're just Xeroxing shares. Gary Gensler, when will you level the playing field? How do you let these guys, Gary Gensler, sell 100 million shares without delivering? The commission will make war without quarter on any who sell securities by fraud or misrepresentation. Well, what do you think LIND Partners is doing? We want everyday Americans to have confidence and that their retirements are safe. All right, SEC, it's time to kick into gear. LIND Partners doing the exact same thing that Power Up and these others are doing. FDI SEC, follow the sell tickets to the money and the fraud. Ask for time and sales. Ask for time and sales. Toxic lenders, LIND Partners. All right, so here I am. I'm going to leave it short here because I can only repeat myself. 109 million shares sold that do not exist of FNGR, and there's only 3 to 4 million in the effective public float. Why? Because a lot of the shares are held close to insiders. I don't know how you plan to clean this up, Gary, but the buy-in is going to be massive to the upside. All right, cheers everybody. Thanks for listening.